This is Anna, and this is a video that was sped up significantly of me painting my dog in virtual reality tilt brush, and I just want to talk over the process. And yeah, here it is. So I always start with shapes, and if it's something organic such as a human, animal, it's most of the time circular shape, just building up her figure and kind of figure out what the size is going to be of each body part and just how she's sitting down. I'm painting in all of that to kind of have a solid. When I'm gonna start painting hair on top of it, it's gonna make my process so much faster. I am doing her hair with a specific brush that kind of looks like hair. I'm just choosing whatever I think looks the best and just filling in those hairs. Bony is really, she has a very nice fur, and she's just beautiful, just gorgeous dog. I'm giving a silhouette to how her face would look like, and her mouth, her nose. I have to look through many different perspectives, so I make sure it's still three-dimensional. She doesn't get flat on any end. And that's when sphere really helps me out, because I can feel that circular shape of her head and kind of go around it. I'm kind of wireframing where I think the hair is gonna go, their position and their flow. This is my favorite part. This is an eye part, and I usually paint one eye and I duplicate and put in another eye, and I think those things need to be very detailed because eyes really speak a lot about any being. So after that's done, I'm painting out hair around her eyes and kind of giving the eye the shape that it needs. I'm really detailed around eyes, and this is just what helps me keeping it more realistic looking. I'm sometimes struggling with keeping things symmetrical, and I rarely use mirror because I personally think nothing is perfectly symmetrical to use the mirror mode in tilt brush. Therefore, I always paint both sides separately. Animals' faces, human faces are very symmetrical, but I just find that when you use a mirror, it's too symmetrical. It makes it look unbelievable, and I know it takes so much longer to paint every side separately, and sometimes they're very not symmetrical and it makes it look weird, it makes it look bizarre, but it's kind of still works for me. I'm keep painting her head. Now I'm using a little bit bigger brush strokes underneath and thinner brush strokes on top of it, so I'm still having this feel for the hair, but at the same time I'm saving my time. I'm continuing painting in hair on her body, on her legs, and I'm sampling color from the images and kind of imagining how she would look in her back. I'm painting in her tail that I did not sample from anywhere, but I've seen it so many times and know exactly how it looks like. I think my dog's butt is really cute. So here I'm using mirror because dogs have 4 paws, and that's way too many to draw everything on their own, and I am not so scared about those things being too symmetrical because I don't know, I noticed people really care about face and facial features, but they don't really care about anything that comes to it, such as like body features or feet. So I'm trying out different brushes for the ground, and I'm using an ink brush that I think maybe not the best decision, but something that I liked because it looked wet, and yeah, it just looked like a ground for me that really worked. Doing some greenery in the background, just trying to make it pretty simplistic. I'm not really interested in making it exactly the same. I'm adding some dandelion, and again, I'm trying to keep them pretty simple, but they're very colorful and I really like how it looks like.